Students, I am Anshuli Pawar, your English teacher, and today in this video lesson, students, we will be studying about our part 2 of chapter number 8, verbs expressing past. Now please read the instructions very carefully. I have made some changes in the instructions. You have to note down rest everything in your notebook other than the book exercises which I have given here. It is written on the heading also, exercise to be done in book only. This is to lessen down the burden on you for writing all these definitions and examples in your notebook. You can now solve the examples exercises in your books. Rest everything you have to note down in your notebook. Now in case if you do not have a book, then you can wait unless you have a book, or if you wish to write it in your notebook, you can. But those who have the books, they do not have to copy these exercises in the notebook. You only have to note down the definitions, the examples which are given above. Anything other than the exercise you have to note down in the notebook. Now let's start reading about today. We are going to read today about past continuous tense and then present perfect tense and then simple or present perfect. So first let's start with past continuous tense. We are going to start with an example. Yesterday I went to the district park early in the morning. I really enjoyed the scene there. A number of children were running around. Some people were briskly walking. Some were taking exercise. Some were just chatting with one another. The words printed in the bold are in the past continuous tense. So now students, first let's understand what is past continuous tense. A past continuous tense is used to express an action which was in progress at some point of time in the past, but whose time limit are not mentioned. So you can understand the same thing from the example also, that past continuous tense is used to express an action which was in progress. It was happening in the past at some point of time, but the time limit for the action is not specified. It is not specified in the example also that children were running around, but it is not specified that for how much time were they running, for an hour, for 2 hours, for half an hour. It is not specified. They are just saying that a number of children were running around. And same is with walking, and same is with taking exercise and chatting as well. So now let's read about the forms of past continuous tense. Affirmative sentences, you use was, were plus ing form of verb, like I was playing or they were playing. In negative sentence, you always insert not after the first part of the verb, like I was not playing, they were not playing. Interrogative sentence, the first part of the verb put before the subject, like subject in the first example is he, so we put was or were in the first part. Was he playing? Were they playing? And this is how you form an interrogative sentence or a question in past continuous tense. Then reading about past continuous tense uses. The past continuous tense is used to express an action which was in progress at some point of time in the past, but whose time limit are not mentioned. And then second, very often simple past tense and past continuous tense are used together to denote an action that took place in the past while another action was in progress. For this, the example will be shown in the PDF that I am sharing on the group. The example is, Nitin was sleeping when the telephone bell rang. So now here, Nitin was sleeping. This action was happening at some point of time in the past, and it is not specified the time for how much time he was sleeping. But they are at the same point, they are also saying the bell rang when he was sleeping. So he was sleeping when the telephone bell rang. So rang is the past participle of the verb and which denotes simple past tense. But here was sleeping denotes the past continuous tense form. Now students, let's read about past continuous tense forms. Was, were plus ing, you form an affirmative sentence. Was verb plus not plus ing form of verb, you form a negative sentence. Then use is actions that were in progress at some point of time in the past. You use it to denote the actions which were in progress, which were in continuation at some point of time in the past. And the last point is very simple. Simple and past continuous tense are used together to denote an action that took place in the past while another action was in progress. So one action happened. It happened in the past. It ended. But at the same point of time, another action in the past was in continuation. Okay? So now here is a one exercise given in which you have to fill in the blanks with simple past tense or past continuous tense, correct form, and you have to only solve it in your book. You do not have a book. It is your wish. You can write it down in the notebook, but please I request you to buy a book now. So now we are reading about present perfect tense. Let's start with an example. I have just received your message. I am delighted to learn that Sajid has gotten an offer to represent the school in chess. I hope he has not rejected the offer. Why have you not written anything about mother? Has she recovered from malaria? The words printed in bold letters are in present perfect tense. So now students, what is present perfect tense first? This tense is used to express an action that has been completed recently. This tense expresses an action which was completed in the past but whose effect can be felt at the time of speaking as well. So now students, what they are saying, that it is the tense that we use for denoting the actions that has just completed just now. Like if you say I have taken my breakfast. Now this means I have taken my breakfast. I am not hungry anymore. I have just taken my breakfast is because now you are saying that you must have taken the breakfast just 10 minutes before and now you are not anymore hungry. So it was just ended, but the effect of taking a breakfast is still there. Even when you are talking, the effect of having a breakfast, that you are not anymore hungry, it is the effect of the breakfast. So it is still there. So present perfect tense is used to express an action that has been completed recently, which was completed recently and in the past, but whose effect can be felt at the time of speaking. So now let's read what are the uses. This tense is used to express an action that has been completed recently, like he just left. He left only a little while ago. We have just received this information. We received it only a short while ago. Like you have just received it, maybe 15 minutes before, maybe just half an hour before you asked him about the information. Okay? Now, second point, this tense expresses an action which was completed in the past but whose effect can be felt at the time of speaking also. Like I already explained, like I have taken my breakfast, so I am not hungry now. So the effect of the breakfast, of having the breakfast which you have already completed, now that thing is in past, but it is just the recent part. It's past. It is just a very recent past because you just had your breakfast just now, just maybe 5 minutes before somebody asked you, and now you are saying that I am not hungry anymore. I have seen this movie, so I need not to see it again. Maybe you have just seen the movie 2 days before. It was just then, just 2 days before, or maybe just 3 days before. So you have just seen the movie in very recent time. So you do not have to see the movie again. Now the forms of present perfect tense: has plus have plus past participle of the verb. Has, have plus not plus past participle of the verb helps you to make a negative sentence. Has and have plus past participle of the verb help you to make a affirmative sentence. It is used to actions that have been completed, to denote the actions that have been completed recently. Actions which were completed in the past but whose effect can be felt at the time of speaking as well. Now Simple past or past perfect. The simple past tense expresses a complete action not connected with the present. But the present perfect tense expresses a complete action connected with the present. So what they are saying here is that when you use simple past tense, so it is actually used to denote an action which is already ended, so it was in the past and it has no connection with the present. Like if you say I had my breakfast in the morning, you're saying I had my breakfast in the morning. You have already done your breakfast, you are ended with your breakfast, it has been a long time since when you had your breakfast, so you're saying I had my breakfast. But here when you say I have taken my breakfast, so I have just taken my breakfast. Just means maybe just a little while ago, just 1 hour before you have taken your breakfast. So that action has a relation to the present also, because in the present time you are not hungry because you just had your breakfast just 10 minutes before that. So that is why the simple past tense is used to express the actions which do not have any connection in the present. But present perfect tense is used to express the actions which have a connection with the present tense. And there are some examples given here. A short time ago, a long time ago, a time up to the present, a time in the past. So they are saying how do you differentiate between simple past tense and present perfect tense. First is the present result of the action. Past action linked with the present. A past action not linked with the present. A short time ago, a longer time ago, a short time up to the present, a time in the past. So what they are saying here is that present perfect tense always has a relation to the present, and it is expressing only the activities which have taken place in a short time ago. And the time up to the past, the time is also denoted in the present time. In the present also you have an effect of that action, but in simple past tense, action has taken place in the past and it has no relation with the present, and it has taken place a longer time ago and a time in the past. It has no relation to the present time. So now what do we read about past perfect tense here? The train had left when we reached the station. It had started raining before we left the office. Now again the verbs which are in the bold letters, they are past perfect tense. Now what they are saying is that past perfect tense is used to express an action completed before a given past moment. For example, I had finished my homework by 6 o'clock. Now here you are saying that you had finished your homework by 6 o'clock, like completed before a given past moment. Like if you are saying that what were you doing at 10 o'clock, were you watching TV or were you doing homework, then you would say I had finished my homework by 6 o'clock only. Like you are denoting the present past tense only, but you are taking a reference of the time that somebody has given you. Like if you talk about what were you doing at 10 o'clock in the night, were you doing your homework, then to denote the difference of the time you will say I had finished my homework at 6 o'clock only. Now I had finished my homework by 6 o'clock. I had finished my work when I received your message. So now you are saying that जब मुझे आपका मैसेज मिला तब तक मैं अपना काम ख़त्म कर चुका था. सो आप ये बोल रहे हो कि जब आपके साथ वो पास्ट वाली एक्टिविटी हुई, जो दूसरी पास्ट वाली एक्टिविटी डिनोट हो रही है, तब तक आप उससे भी पहले वाली एक पास्ट एक्टिविटी कर चुके थे. लाइक आई हैड फिनिश्ड माई वर्क. You had finished your work long before when you received the message. So now what they are saying here is the train had left when we reached the station. So they are saying that the train had left before, like when you reach the station, जब तक आप स्टेशन पे पहुँचे तब तक ट्रेन जा चुकी थी. तो ट्रेन कब गई? ट्रेन तो उससे भी पहले वाले पास्ट में जा चुकी थी. जो आप स्टेशन पे पहुँचे वो भी पास्ट है, बिकॉज यू आर एक्सप्रेसिंग दैट एक्टिविटी इन द प्रेजेंट टाइमिंग. इफ़ यू आर टॉकिंग, ओके, यू आर एक्सप्रेसिंग दैट हम जब तक स्टेशन पर पहुँचे तब तक ट्रेन जा चुकी थी. द ट्रेन हैड लेफ्ट when we reached the station. It had started raining before we left the office. जब तक हम ऑफिस से निकल भी नहीं पाए थे, बारिश उससे भी पहले शुरू हो चुकी थी. So now, what is the form of past perfect tense? Had plus past participle form of verb. Now for making any positive sentence, you use I had played. You always use had for expressing past perfect tense. I had played, he had played, and you are using the past participle form of verb. For negative sentence, again you add not. I had not played, he had not played. For interrogative sentence, you again place the had. Also you can place the had, or you can add a question word in front of it also, like had he played, why had he not played. Now here in the first sentence you are using had in the first word of the sentence as the first word of the sentence, but in the second example you are using the question word in the first part of the sentence. Now past perfect tense uses. The past perfect tense is used to express an action completed before a given past moment. Like for example, I had finished my work by 6 o'clock. I had finished my work when I received your message. So आपका मैसेज जब मुझे मिला था तब तक मैं अपना काम ख़त्म कर चुका था. So both of these activities are happening in past tense only. But what you are saying is here is that you are denoting one of the activities is even more in the past than what you are expressing right now. Then comes the past perfect tense is used with such verbs as hope, expect, think, mean, suppose, want, etc. to indicate that a past hope, desire, intention, etc. was not realized. For example, I had hoped that I would pass. मुझे ऐसा लगता था कि मैं पास हो जाऊंगा. I had hoped, मुझे ऐसी उम्मीद थी that मैं पास हो जाऊंगा. She had thought of calling on us but she changed her program. अब क्या बोल रहे हैं कि उसने सोचा था कि वो हमें बुलाएगी बट उन्होंने अपना प्रोग्राम चेंज कर दिया. Now what they are saying here is that I had hoped that I would pass. मैंने सोचा था कि मैं पास हो जाऊंगा.